Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Girl of the Year, Corinne and what I think of her and her sister, Gwen Tan. Sorry, I forgot her name. So, today I am with McKenna and Kaya, my two newest dolls, and we will look over the new Girl of the Year and I'll tell you some of my thoughts and opinions on her. First of all, I think she's very pretty. I like her hair quite a bit. I think it looks nice. I like her face mold, which is slightly different from Linnеa's. There's still debate online whether or not it should be considered new or modified. I'm not here to weigh in on that argument. I'm not the expert in face molds. You know? Maybe the company will say. I think that so far she has a really cute collection. Like, ooh, look at that. I've never skied, but it looks fun. And I personally believe that she's a really cute room. Also, her little sister is downright adorable. Oh, and if you've seen the web series like I've been watching, I've watched, I think, all the episodes that they've released up to this point as of January 25th, 2022. And I think that the story is pretty good so far. It deals with how Asian American hate is a very bad thing, and it's currently a bigger problem than ever right now. In the last 10 years, it's really gotten worse in the last 3 or 4. Sorry about that. And I think it's important that they're touching on this and that they're finally doing an Asian American Girl of the Year for really the first time in about 11 years since they've released one. And she's a completely different theme, so nothing like the last Asian American ones, which I really like that as well. I like that her theme is so unique and hers, in comparison to the other Asian dolls they've made as character dolls. Her story focuses around her mother, who is dating or married a white man. I haven't paid attention, but she's not with, and her parents are divorced, and her dad. So she's the full Asian character from what we've been made aware of. Her and her sister. And they've moved in with their stepdad and have some issues where they don't want people to judge them by how they look or what they might do in life, which I definitely understand. And she's just overall really cool looking doll. I'll just tell you a few of her features. From what I can tell, they are probably lighter skin tone than the doll in front of you. They're probably, think, skin tone number 20? Nah, that's too dark. Number 10. Or about Sage's skin tone, which is the best example I have, because he's the only doll I have with that skin tone in my collection. I think that's theirs, because it's just a bit darker than the lightest skin tone from what people are saying online. I think she's very, very pretty. I like that she is honestly, looking at her now, she's definitely her own doll. She does look very similar to Linnea still. But I think her story has a lot of great merit. I think that her appearance is really well thought out. So far, her collection seems to look really good. I know that there's a little bit more that's going to be released. I'm not judging the whole collection. But so far, Corinne's, I'd say, a really good doll. I've heard a lot of people talking about her. Some people thought she's going to be the Asian mold. She didn't end up being that, so many are disappointed. But I think Corinne Tan is definitely a doll worth purchasing. And I'm sorry I'm so late to the topic, to be honest. I just haven't felt like filming in a while. But I just wanted to say my feelings and thoughts on her. She's really good. I'm strongly considering purchasing this doll and adding her to my collection. She has a lot of things I don't have. She's new face mold. She's an Asian character doll. I don't have any dolls of Asian descent at all. Like, you've seen, I have Sage, I have Kaya, I have McKenna, and Luciana, but none of them are Asian, so I think it would add some great diversity to my collection. I think that her story has really important themes and messages for the target demographic, which I'm slightly out of, but I also have money to buy a doll, so why would anyone judge that? Do I think you should consider purchasing her? Yeah. I think American Girl does need to be supported when they release diverse dolls, and you have the financial means and ability. and you like her, consider financially supporting. Voting with your dollars will help us get more diverse dolls like this. We really do need more Asian characters and things. She has a really cute story so far in collection from the American Girl Stop Motions, which post every Saturday, which is nice. I think it's Saturday. Also, her dog's cute. Not really a dog person, but that is a cute dog. I love all the pets, though. So, like, that might not mean much. She has the cutest pajamas right here. Like, oh, that's adorable. I love her little, like, booty shoes. I feel like I've seen people buy them, but I've never owned them myself. I like that they're themes of just showing how the world has been affected since coronavirus came around, and just how important it is to discuss how it's changed how we treat Asian Americans and Asians in general worldwide. Conclusion is, I recommend that you look into watching American Girl Stop Motions. She's a very well thought out doll, both story and appearance wise, and she deserves more attention than she seems to be getting story wise at the moment. A lot of people talk about elements of other doll stories, but not hers. And I feel like it's disappointing that it is that way. And I do not know the whole story because I do not own her books, and I do not own her. I do want to own her, and I might try to get her later on this year. That's the hope, at least. Overall, I think her and her sister are great. And also, if you're wondering what her sister, I don't have as much to say about her. A lot of people think she looks a lot like a certain Welly Wisser, which I could show you for an example. It's somewhere in here. Yes, I'm using a catalog because I can't edit in photos, so I'm going to have to flip through until I get to Welly Wissers. But I'll show you what I mean, because I don't remember her name. Emerson, because he has the same face mold and bangs and dark hair, and also brown eyes. So she's very similar. Even though I don't own them, I've seen people who own both dolls do a review, I think, and she does have a darker skin tone. In fact, her skin tone is one that we haven't really seen on a Welly Wisser just yet, from what I can tell. So she's on slightly darker skin tone, and she has slightly different hair. Not a huge difference, but her hair is really more like this doll. She's closer to this doll's skin tone than she is this doll. So what I'll say about her is she does have a few unique traits. If you collect Welly Wissers, I think she's very much worth it to add, because then you have a friend for Emerson who shares her face mold, and that's sweet. I like that. So Emerson's very cute. She's, of course, quite juvenile because she's a child. Doy. Like, she's on the younger side. I believe that she's about, these dolls are generally speaking 5 to 7 years old. And the AG dolls are about 9 to 12 years old. So, like, this doll here would be older than her, which is why she's a little sister doll. So a lot of people find her style too juvenile, but honestly, I think it's really good. It's age appropriate. It looks well thought out. I like it. I think they've done a good job. I'm excited that they're expanding upon their Welly Wissers and bringing them more into the public view for all those fans who are in that demographic. So, tell me your opinions on Corinne Tan and her collection, and her sister as well. What story elements have you enjoyed from the stop motion if you've seen it? What's your conclusion? I'll probably be getting the 18-inch doll. I don't collect Welly Wissers, and I probably won't get her because I only have so much money, and I want to get another doll this year too, so I'm going to try to get Corinne, McKenna's outfits, her extra outfits, and I want to try to get Martinsa at some point this year. So, I probably will not be getting Gwen, as cute as she is. Bye, like, subscribe, and comment. I'll give you a shout out if you comment the word, if you comment the letters MLPs, okay?